No, Julian is the answer. Nobody sitting alongside me. In truth, I haven't pushed too hard. Just been getting my preparation done, and I think there was a willingness to get somebody, but I've left the players and the team to focus on their preparations, and happy to have a go at this one on my own today. I've done it once before for a full 90 minutes, and that ironically was a League One match, Crawley away at Burton. I think I've only ever done about half of an Aldershot Town game on my own, but no problems at all with that. A good afternoon to Colin Hayden, hearing us loud and clear from Tenerife. Tough game today, but hopefully we can get something out of the game. And they're never too far apart, are they, Colin and Lindsay? They're not even that far apart geographically. Don't know if you guys still get together and watch the odd game when it's on the telly. But the other half of the Tenerife Massive, Lindsay Morris, afternoon Rob, coming in loud and clear, enjoy the game, 3 points please, if I was there I would help, never mind. No worries at all. I've known for most of the week that it was likely to be a game I called on my own today. I think Ollie Harfield may have travelled again with the squad. He absolutely loves and adores being in and around it, but I think he loves and adores being in and around it more than he does coming to do the commentary. We've had some tentative discussions, but I think he loves to be around the players and the team, and I understand that fully. Good crowd in here. Difficult to estimate what it is. All I can tell you is their last home game here against Truro, who brought 70 fans, had a crowd of 7,500. Today, well, we got some hardy Shots fans across the upper section of the open terrace away to my left, and I'd guess there'd be probably between 160 and 200 of them. At the moment they're not getting a soak in. It is dry at the moment, but it's been kind of raining for 10 minutes, stopping for 10 minutes. We are expecting rain throughout the afternoon. We've got, as we're seeing almost everywhere around the country at the moment, a wonderful quality grass pitch. No excuses there for either team to be able to play their best football on it. And we hope to see two good attacking teams this afternoon, certainly the two that have scored the most goals in the National League. Great to hear that you are picking us up loud and clear online. Not too many interruptions for radio updates today, probably just one at half time. We've done a preview already. We await the teams now. Excellent, thank you very much to my producer, thank you for that. As we're still 6 minutes away from kick-off, I will run through the Aldershot Town team with you now, and I'll do it again at kick-off. So one change for the Shots from the 2 all at home to Brackley last weekend. Of course, they did have a Hampshire Cup game in midweek, in which they went pretty strong, I thought. I don't know what you thought, listeners, but I don't know which I was more surprised by, actually, how strong they went, or the fact that they were losing the game 1-0 for the vast majority until pretty late on. Toby Nelson off the bench to score a late equaliser, and he also, I understand, scored the winning penalty. In fact, I more than understand, I watched it, thank you Ben Blundell, from home in Cambridgeshire. Aldershot scoring every one of their penalties, all 7 penalties. That might be the first time in history, somebody will probably tell me different. Okay, we're just awaiting the teams now. So the shots make that one change, which is Jed Meerholz coming back in, presumably in the left centre-back position. I reckon that Charlie Penman will move to the centre, but that is only my own guess. We'll see once the players come out very shortly. If you missed it earlier, Cameron Hargreaves is available again and on the bench, but Tommy Winton goes with the midfield two from last weekend, Theo Widrington, who captains the team, and Dayan Tetek. The revelation that is Archie Taylor on the right hand side and Ryan Hill on the left of the midfield. Barrett supporting Kwame Thomas and Tristan Abrahams in attack. Tommy largely persevering with pretty much the same personnel, other than where he's been forced into a change. The shots now looking to complete that trilogy of 3 long away games in the space of 14 days, and they've come back from Gateshead with a point in a 3-3. They've come back from Truro with a point in massive adversity, finishing the game with effectively 8 players at Truro in a 2-2. A 2-2 since at home to Brackley, and now the third and final and perhaps hardest looking of those 3 long away trips. Away to Carlisle, and here come the teams led out by referee Paul Cooper. Carlisle led out by Terrell Thomas, who will be playing as one of their 2 centre-backs today, and Aldershot Town led out by Theo Widrington. The shots are in their all-black away strip. Carlisle are in their thin red, white and blue striped shirts with blue sleeves, blue shorts and blue socks. Pretty much blue against black today in terms of the kits. There's only one side of the ground that is not covered, and yeah, you've guessed it, that's where the Shots fans are. Rain coming down now. Umbrellas are allowed in the ground, that's the good news. And unusually the players come out of the tunnel on one side and then go over to the other side of the pitch and face the main stand on the other side, the Andrew Jenkins stand, I believe it's called. And now the 2 sides shake hands. And your Shots team today, Marcus Dewhurst in goal, Meerholz, Penman and Claridge, the very young back 3. Hill, Widrington, Tetek and Taylor across the middle. Barrett supporting Thomas and Abrahams in attack. Now the 2 teams come back over to this near touchline to go through their final warm-ups. Kwame Thomas is once again playing in that mask after the facial injury sustained late on in that game away at Gateshead, which seems so long ago but was just 14 days ago. The country's top scorers against the second top scorers in the National League. 22 goals scored for Aldershot, 17 conceded, and that is also the amount that has been scored by the home side today. So 5 goals behind Aldershot in terms of the 4 column. Very difficult to estimate the number of Shots fans, but I do think it's less than 200, and I'm going to say probably nearer 150. Shots go into a huddle. There's a huge amount of people on the pitch, mascots and families of mascots, and talking to 1 or 2 of the guys at BBC Cumbria and in the Carlisle United media team, they're really embracing a new era here at Brunton Park, where they're not feeling too much of a hangover from dropping down from the Football League. I think Mark Hughes has changed all that. He came in towards the end of last season and finished strongly, but not good enough to keep Carlisle up. They began this season pretty much like a house on fire. They're right up there as we go into today's games. We've had an early kick-off, and it's a first win for Danny Webb as Yeovil Town manager with a 90+1 minute goal against Woking. Aldershot Town, I believe, are going to kick left to right, so away from their own fans in this first half. And as we kick off today, the home side Carlisle are in 3rd place in the National League table, and Aldershot Town kick off the game in 14th place because Yeovil have beaten Woking. Keep you up to date with the other matches as we go through the afternoon, but our referee Paul Cooper is going to get us underway now. And Carlisle have the kick-off and immediately send the ball back, and now out to the left-hand side where Armstrong does battle with Archie Davies, comes off, I beg your pardon, Archie Taylor, beg your pardon, that's, I'll tell you what's throwing me out, it's because Carlisle have got an Archie Davies. Here's Linney holding the ball up, and Archie Taylor plays it off of him. Tries to, but it's in touch again, and Cameron Harper, the left back for Carlisle, sends it forward. Armstrong heads it on. That'll run out of play behind our goal, away to our left. So goal kick to the shots. Less than a minute in, 0-0. Carlisle lining up with a back 4. So Gabe Breeze in goal, Cameron Harper, Terrell Thomas, Bevis Mugabe and Archie Davis across the back 4. Jack Ellis, Alex Gilead and Stephen Wern in midfield. Regan Linney, Luke Armstrong and Luamba up top. Here's Aldershot winning the ball with Abrahams. It's kind of Theo Widgerton falls as he tries to control it and balloons the ball into touch. Throw in halfway inside the shots half for Carlisle to be taken by Cameron Harper. And Wian shows the ball comes back off of Taylor. Into touch for another throw to Carlisle. It might be their 4th already in this opening 1.5 minutes. Harper skips past his man. Wian touches it back towards Harper. Now a back heel from Harper to Wian. Wian sends the ball in, and it's half cleared by Hill, but only as far as Linney. He squares it, comes out, shot is blocked by Penman, and then it was on target, point blank shot, and now Penman clears away. Into touch. Carlisle will have another throw on the right hand side, but the first effort of the game coming in just the 2nd minute from Luamba on the right side, well blocked by Charlie Penman, and it is Meerholtz that's playing in the centre of the back 3. It's an awful lot being asked of the Bristol City loanee, who's we're told a midfielder by trade, although we know of course that he can play in the back line, and yeah, at the moment he is in the centre of that. Penman's playing on the left centre back position, but Aldershot pretty much playing with the back 5 early on. Here Archie Taylor wins the ball in the air. He can only find Harper. Harper sends it forward. That'll be cut out by Claridge, and it's headed up in the air by Mugabe, and then picked up by Alex Gilead, who exchanges passes with Wern, former Gateshead player, and they almost lose it, but now it's back with those 2 Carlisle centre-backs. Not too often the shots are played against a back 4 this season. The trend does seem to be for the 3. There's a back pass to Gabe Breeze, whose kick was probably aimed for the right channel. It actually went straight into touch. Aldershot Town have got what might be their first throw of the afternoon, actually, in the 4th minute. 0-0 here at Brunton Park. Big crowd in, but a little bit of nervous tension in the atmosphere. I think Carlisle aren't quite sure what they're going to come up against today in this Aldershot Town side. Here in the right back position is Archie Davies. Plays it to Wian, 1-2, cut out easily by Tetek, and then good skill by Hill. Barrett turns the ball into the path of Tetek, and now Theo Widgerton's got it, and he can spread it out to the right hand side where Archie Taylor can go against his man on this right side. He skips inside, tries the ball in left footed. It should go through to Abrahams, comes off the back of his head. Carlisle clear it forward. Jed Meerholtz chasing, plenty of pace he has, the central one of the 3 centre backs. Finds Dewhurst. Dewhurst finds Penman. Penman will come back inside to Meerholtz. We're past the 4-minute mark. Here's Theo Widgerton on the ball. Goes back to Penman, who'll now clear it forward. Harper wins it in the air. Claridge beats Linney in the air. Nice touchdown from Abrahams into the path of Claridge. Theo Widgerton sends it around the corner. And Carlisle through Terrell Thomas, the skipper, heads it into touch. 4.5 minutes gone, 0-0. Both sides looking to settle in here. Nice big pitch, great surface. Hill takes the ball from Penman, twists one way then the other. Now he'll roll it to Barrett on the left side. Barrett clips the ball in, looking for Kwame Thomas. He'll jump with Terrell Thomas. Hill's almost onto the knockdown. He goes down, no free kick given by Paul Cooper. And Carlisle will quickly transition, 4 against 4. Luamba on the right side into Wynne. Wynne looks to spread it, and it's really well cut out by Archie Taylor. And then Aldershot clear it through a combination of Taylor and Widrington. Abraham's holding the ball up, turns it around the corner. It's going to fall into the path of Armstrong here. Armstrong plays it for Linney. Can he keep it in? He can. Back to Harper. Oh, faked cross doesn't come in. The ball's played back to Ellis. Ellis on the left-hand side to Linney now. And lots of players out there, but Linney's given it away to Theo Widrington. Claridge clears it forward. Terrell Thomas and Kwame Thomas battle. Terrell wins that battle, and then Mugabe will come over halfway in the centre circle. Oh, he's so nearly cut out there. The pass across to his right back Archie Davies, then it's played forward, taken down on the chest by Meerholz. Clears it forward, but he can only find Gilead. Gilead to Luamba on the right hand side. We're just past the 6 minute mark. Oh, it's half cleared, appeals for handball, not given. It kind of got caught underneath Meerholz. That was a pretty desperate shout, I have to say, from the Carlisle fans, and who can blame them? If you're going to pack 7,000 or 8,000 in at home, you might as well try and get a little bit of home advantage. 6 minutes gone here at Brunton Park with just Rob Worrell today for BBC Surrey Online. Carlisle United in third place against the Shots, who've kicked off in 14th thanks to Yeovil jumping above them, having beaten Woking in the 91st minute of Danny Webb's debut as manager. The former Chesterfield assistant manager, of course, assistant manager to Paul Cook and also to James Rowe, if I remember correctly. Here's Wynne, touches the ball down to Harper. Harper finds Linney. He's cutting inside up against the back line. And, well, referee Paul Cooper thinks he was chopped down right on the edge of the penalty area. It's about a yard outside. Carlisle are going to get a free kick in pretty much position A here. No question that anybody else other than Regan Linney is going to take it. The rain comes teeming down. 7.5 minutes gone, and my goodness me, what an opportunity for Regan Linney here. Chopped down on the edge of the area. It's a yard outside it. It's about halfway between the edge of the penalty area and the D. It's almost position A. Really, really difficult. If he catches it right, it'll be goal bound. Can Dewhurst stop it? 4 men in the wall, plus Ryan Hill just to the left of it. Linney steps up and he puts it wide. Plenty of lift on it, a little bit of curl, but he's had a sighter, and that's Carlisle's second effort of the game. 8 minutes gone, 0-0. Linney curling a free kick, high and wide. And in the second minute, Luamba had a shot blocked by Charlie Penman. Here, Dewhurst takes the goal kick. Lovely ball to Ryan Hill inside his own half. Now Tetek looks to give it back to him, but that's a poor pass, unusually for Dayan Tetek. And the shots are out of possession again as Wynne gets the ball and turns sharply. Pulling the strings he is in that kind of freer role of the three in midfield. Here's Luamba going up against Hill. He fouls Hill. In the left back position at the moment. Aldershot Town have got themselves a free kick as we approach the 9 minute mark here at Brunton Park. Carlisle United 0, Aldershot Town 0. Mentioned that early kick-off. Yeovil 1, Woking 0. Braintree have scored early on against York, and Scunthorpe are 1-0 up against away at Forest Green. So Carlisle fans would be happy with the scores elsewhere. Wealdstone are also 1-0 up against Gateshead. Don't you just love it? The National League, less than 10 minutes gone and 3 goals already. Here's a ball forward. Kwame Thomas jumps, can't win it. It's played forward by Gilead. cut out, and now Barrett switches the play out to the right side. Archie Taylor takes it down with his midriff. Prize of handball, not given. Again, they were rather desperate pleas from my point of view. Claridge forward to Barrett, and Barrett's given offside. Rather a strange one, that. All the Aldershot Town players forward, Hill, Thomas, Abrahams and Barrett, all seem to have a Carlisle player behind them, but Barrett must have momentarily stepped offside, and it will be a free kick to Carlisle, which their goalkeeper Gabe Breeze will take just outside of his own penalty area. 10 minutes gone. Carlisle 0, Aldershot Town 0. Right to the other end, off a Carlisle player, into touch. Plenty of umbrellas. I can count them for you, listeners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 umbrellas in the Aldershot away end, which means there's over 100 brave in the rain. That has pretty much fell steadily since kick-off. It's relatively light rain. They're not getting an absolute soaking, but I have to say it's nothing to do with obviously BBC commentaries or anything else as well, but just really disappointing, my own personal opinion, that Carlisle have not made seats available to Aldershot Town supporters. Good work there from Jed Meerholtz, shepherding that ball so Luke Armstrong can't get onto it. Yeah, Aldershot Town have a lot of regular supporters for whom following Aldershot Town around the country is a big part of their life, and a number of people 60, 70, 80 years old, they can't stand for 90 minutes. It's not reasonable. But Carlisle, despite there being huge number of empty seats in this stadium, particularly on the far side, I have to say this stand is packed, feeling that they couldn't give Aldershot Town supporters any seats. Poor show, that one. Here's Aldershot picking up the ball on halfway. Tetek turns it into the path of Ryan Hill. Aldershot yet to create anything going forward, but they've largely looked pretty solid at the back. Here's Hill on the left hand side, plays it inside. Not sure if it's meant for Barrett or Thomas, neither can get there. And Aldershot get back onto the ball with Tetek. He's quickly shut down. His ball out to the wing is deflected into touch. Throw in to the shots. Ryan Hill goes to get it. 12 minutes gone here at Brunton Park. Carlisle United 0, Aldershot Town 0. Throw in from Hill to Tetek. Again, not the best of touches from Tetek, and it goes straight back into touch, so it'll now be a throw in to Carlisle. Tamworth have also scored early away at Gander Green Lane, so Sutton United 0, Tamworth 1. And for once the goals are raining in elsewhere and not in this game, but don't hold your breath. Here's Linney holding the ball up on halfway, well cut out by Claridge, but it deflects kindly into the path of Gilead in the centre of midfield. Certainly those two central midfielders, Jack Ellis and Alex Gilead, are two players I'm not particularly familiar with from obviously watching National League. This is Carlisle's first season back at the level. Aldershot Town know all about their previous efforts at this level to get back up, and many of you perhaps listening in today would have been here back in, what was it, 2011? Can't remember actually what year it was, but that infamous extra time penalty shootout where the Carlisle fans were on the pitch celebrating before it was actually over, and then Giles obviously hitting the crossbar. Some people still say that went in. Here's the ball cleared out, but a poor touch thankfully from Jack Ellis. Cleared away, comes back in. Now Claridge wins with a header up towards Abrahams. Shoved in the back as he heads it down. And there's a smart turn from Gilead. Pings the ball out to the right hand side to his right back Archie Davies, who now finds Luamba on the right touchline. Shapes for a cross, now comes back in on his left foot, goes back to Archie Davies. Now the cross does come in, helped towards goal by Luke Armstrong, but always going wide, and it is a goal kick to Aldershot Town, although one or two of the Carlisle players muffled appeals for a corner, pushing their luck I think a little bit. We're in the 15th minute. It is Carlisle 0, Aldershot Town 0. And here's Tetek receiving the ball at the back, finding Widrington. He'll send it across the midfield area to Penman and get it back, and now he'll switch the play out to the right side to Claridge. Tetek shows and offers. I think Claridge is going to try a ball straight through the middle to Thomas. He does, holds it up, goes back to Tetek. Tetek with that lovely swivel. Now he'll play it down the right side to Taylor. Taylor's got a forward one from Abrahams, but he's just the wrong side of Terrell Thomas. Harper comes inside, squares it across. A lot of pace on that. Can Luamba keep it in? He can, but Penman positions himself really well and plays the ball back to his goalkeeper Dewhurst. It's 15-15 and 15-15, if that makes any sense. 3:15 and 15 minutes 15 seconds gone. 0-0 here at Brunton Park in the National League. Rob Worrell bringing you live BBC Surrey online commentary of the game between the two top scorers in the National League. Here's Barrett picking the ball up for shots, and they have gone through the... Oh, that's a poor ball given away again by Tetek. Finds Whean. Whean's running up against Mearholes. He's trying to make room for the shot. It's beaten away by Dewhurst to his left, and it'll run into touch. But Dayan Tetek, unusually and surprisingly, has not shown his usual quality of passing in these opening 15 minutes. And on that occasion, Whean, the recipient, but beaten away by Dewhurst, is Hill diving in to poke the ball in touch for a throw. So 0-0, 16 and a half minutes gone, but 3 chances of sorts for the home side, and Aldershot yet to offer too much going forward. Hill does well there and plays the ball off of Archie Davies, but I think they might come back and hit Hill again and then gone into touch. Over on the far side, I'm sat 10 yards to the right of the halfway line. Carlisle are attacking right to left, and their throw-in is on the edge of the penalty area on the far side. Ball around the corner. Luamba should be able to swing in a ball here. He does, and it's an acrobatic effort from Regan Linney, which he catches beautifully, but it flies across the goal, across Marcus Dewhurst, and goes behind. But the early warning signs are there, as Luamba, Linney from a free kick, Whean and Linney again have all had efforts in the opening 17 minutes. Goal kick to the shots taken by Dewhurst, headed on by Kwame Thomas, headed up in the air by Terrell Thomas, and then taken down on his chest by Kwame Thomas, who comes back to Archie Taylor, who's just wrong-footed by that one. And Aldershot look composed enough around most areas of the pitch, just haven't offered anything in the final third as yet, but perhaps equally as importantly, they haven't conceded at the other end. The 4 goals already mentioned elsewhere in the National League, 3 of them in live matches, the other one from Yeovil as they beat Woking towards the end of that one. Well, there's a poorly weighted back pass by Archie Taylor to Dewhurst, who clears forward, but meanwhile I think the referees pulled play back either for a foul on Luke Armstrong or the requirement for Luke Armstrong to have some treatment. I'm not sure which. I think the referee's saying to him, you need to just go and get checked out. I think he looks a bit groggy from a challenge there, Luke Armstrong. It might also be that there's some blood drawn from what could well be his nose. So he's just going to get a check there, and the referee, the way he's holding the ball and got it under his arm, I think he's going to restart play either with a drop ball or to give possession back to the team who had it, and I think that's deemed to be Marcus Dewhurst in goal. So common sense refereeing from Paul Cooper, and the home fans, as you can hear, listeners, don't like it, but the referee decided to stop the game because he was concerned about a facial injury to Luke Armstrong. and he stopped it as Dewhurst was clearing away from his goal area, so he gives it back to him there. Pretty straightforward. More goals elsewhere, tell you about them as we go. In fact, I'll tell you about one of them now because Aldershot played it forward and the ball's in touch on the left hand side. Truro 0, Rochdale 1. Goal coming in the 12th minute there. Braintree took the lead against York. The goal was scored by Works. Boreham would have taken the lead against Altrincham as well now. So unusually, there's goals in quite a lot of the other matches, but not this one as yet. Here, the ball's played out of touch behind the Carlisle goal away to our right, and I think probably just the second goal kick of the opening 20 minutes for Gabe Breeze here. So a pretty packed Brunton Park, but if Aldershot have done one thing fairly well in the opening 20 minutes, it's they've kept their sheet clean, they've kept well organised, they really have been a 5 at the back for most of it. Here Meerholtz jumps, can't win it cleanly. Norcombe Penman held up by Luamba, and then the referee gives a free kick to Carlisle for holding. It's taken quickly by Carlisle and given away to Claridge. Claridge drifts it out to the left side and finds Barrett. Barrett quickly is shut down by Archie Davies, and he goes back to Penman. Penman into Tetek. Tetek has got that swivel on again, and he goes back to Meerholtz. Meerholtz finds Charlie Penman, and Penman may have to go forward this time. He doesn't always want to. The ball's given away, but it ricochets nicely into the path of Theo Widrington. And now Barrett sends it to Archie Davies on the right side. He's done brilliant to keep it in, but I'm not sure if he'll get the second touch. He won't. It's cleared forward by Harper. Chested down by Claridge. Lovely touch into the path of Theo Widrington, who finds Archie Taylor. Taylor's going to try an early cross. That should be cut out by Terrell Thomas. And Carlisle might get out here from the back. There's coming together between Claridge and Linney, and I think Claridge was holding Linney there. Both players complaining that the other one was impeding them. Referee doing the sensible thing, coming over to have a word with the assistant referee. It's on this near touchline, halfway inside the Carlisle half. I think both players were trying to impede the other from getting to it, and they were locked in a bit of a clinch. It's just whether or not the assistant referee, who seems to have a clear opinion on it, is pointing it out to the referee if he feels it's more one person than another. The referee is going to have a word with Regan Linney actually, and possibly Theo Widrington, but it's not Theo Widrington, it's James Claridge. Hopefully he'll just have a word and let them get on with it. Yeah, it's a clear warning to both players. And the referee is now reaching for a yellow card and giving it to both of them. And the home fans up in arms that their hero, Regan Linney, has been shown a yellow card. For me, referee, just talk with your cards if you're going to talk with your cards. Don't give them such a stern talking to and then show the yellow card as well. And a very partisan home crowd voicing their opinions. Mark Hughes not happy with it either. And the end result is a yellow card for James Claridge, a yellow card for Regan Linney. The score is 0-0. We are 23 and a quarter minutes in. And one or two Carlisle fans below me trying to bait Tommy Widrington as well. He's having none of it. Here Meerholtz goes back to Dewhurst. Clears only as far as Whean. Whean then thinks he's seen something, but Linney's in an offside position. And the ball just fires away behind the Aldershot Town goal. Don't know if you can pick it up or sense it, listeners, from the home crowd. At the minute, they're kind of taking out their wrath on the referee, but what the picture it's painting to me is they're not happy that their side aren't ahead. Here they might get another chance, although Widrington briefly gets the ball and then it bounces off him. Carlisle have got it. Harper sends it down the left side. Whean is running onto it down by the corner flag. He's up against Claridge, who's obviously on that yellow card now. Back heel into the path of Linney. Oh, Linney's into the area. He's going to shoot. Oh, what a save, Marcus Dewhurst. The shot was arrowing into the top right hand corner as Linney looked at it. But incredible reactions from Dewhurst, just lifts his left arm and the ball ricochets off it and just goes wide and behind. It's a stunning save. To all intents and purposes, that looked in the back of the net. 24 minutes gone. Linney with his third chance of the game, but it remains 0-0, corner to Carlisle. Left-footed, in swinger, headed away by Ryan Hill. Best save of the lot by Marcus Dewhurst so far. He's made a point blank one, and now he's just made a sheer reaction. Just guessed right. Linney's shot arrowing towards the far side and the roof of the net, and a wonderful save from Marcus Dewhurst. But Aldershot, is fair to say, living dangerously here. 25 minutes gone, and Carlisle are averaged a decent effort every 5 minutes. Shots yet to ask a question at the other end. Here Hill plays the ball forward again. Aldershot can't get out, and Gilead plays the ball forward. It comes off of Barrett, goes into touch, throw in to Carlisle. Taken quickly, sent in from the right, headed on and away by Meerholtz, and then Linney falls as he scuffs his effort. Harper picks up the loose ball. He's been shut down by Abrahams. Goes back to Jack Ellis. Ellis tries to get his cross in. That's cut out by Tristan Abrahams. And Aldershot Town, if they're going to score today and keep up that wonderful run of 2 goals minimum in every game so far this season, they're going to have to be really clinical when the chances do come along. They haven't had one as yet. Carlisle have had 5. Here they are on the left-hand side with Harper. Ball into Linney, running across the penalty area. He won't need a second invitation to shoot. Plays the ball in, looking for Luamba, but he can't hold it up, and it goes through to Marcus Dewhurst. And Aldershot get brief respite. Dewhurst with the ball in his hands. And I think he will kick long now up towards Kwame Thomas, who needs a bit of support up and around him. Terrell Thomas beats him to the ball and clears it. And the Carlisle fans, really, their only frustration is that their team haven't scored as yet. And they'll know about Aldershot's high goal scoring record, but they'll also know about their tendency to concede goals, and will be feeling a little bit fidgety. The fact that they've not burst into a 1 or 2 goal lead like they have in a couple of home games this season, notably the 5-0 win and the 3-0 win against Truro last time out. There's a good ball cross field from Theo Whittington to find Ryan Hill. He might be able to have a run at Archie Davies here and get towards the byline. Can he get his cross in? He can, and it's Archie Taylor does he keep it in at the far post? He flicks out a bit of a heel really, and I think the ball had just crossed the line. Good delivery actually from Hill. Aldershot had players running towards the back post. Barrett, Abrahams, Thomas and Archie Taylor were all getting in there. It's the nearest Aldershot have come to the Carlisle goal in this opening 27.5 minutes. Goal kick to Carlisle United here at Brunton Park. A very wet, damp Cumbria this afternoon. It was actually sunny when I got here around about 12:30, and then we've had a few little pockets of rain, and now it's fairly constant. The goal kick is nodded down by Meerholtz into the path of Taylor, plays it forward looking for Kwame Thomas. He thinks he's pulled to the ground, but nothing given, and at the moment Terrell Thomas is dominating against Kwame Thomas up top. Aldershot not able to really make the ball stick. Here's a ball around the corner. Meerholtz tries to get there first, heads it in the air. Claridge volleys over his head. Theo Widgerton heads it on, and now it's up towards Kwame Thomas, who's holding it up again. This time he does play it into the path of Theo Widgerton, who does well actually to take the contact from Jack Ellis. And referee Paul Cooper gives Aldershot Town the free kick. Theo Widgerton has incensed the home fans, but I thought he did the right thing there. He just got his body in the way, drew the contact. Meerholtz lifting the ball over the top. Terrell Thomas heads it, picked up by Ellis. Widgerton though in with a tackle, gets a brief touch on it. Now it's cleared away again. Meerholtz with a header, only to Linney, and then Armstrong and Claridge go in together. And which way here is the referee given? Free kick for a dangerous high tackle on Claridge, and any free kick that goes to the visitors is not going to be popular with the Cumbrian fans here. Here's Claridge sending it forward. Terrell Thomas volleys it up in the air, it's heading towards touch. Linney can't keep it in, nor can Taylor. Throw into the Shots, who have negotiated a pretty tricky 29.5 minutes here. Archie Taylor gets the ball back from Theo Widrington and then skips out towards the left. And again, there's a late challenge. And every one of these free kicks, if they were the other way, the Carlisle fans would be asking for them. But just a little period in which the free kicks have gone Aldershot Town's way. This one is only probably a quarter of the way, if that, into Carlisle's half. Josh Barrett being told to bring the ball back. Ryan Hill's the deepest outfield player because the three centre-backs for Aldershot have all gone up. It's a very high defensive line from Carlisle. We're in the 31st minute. Carlisle 0, Aldershot Town 0. It's taken short from Hill to Barrett. Barrett plays it on the right hand side. Can Abrahams get there? No, he can't. And he believes it's a corner and nothing's been given. That's why Abrahams left it. He thought there'd been a clear touch from a Carlisle player. The officials decide not. It's goal kick to Carlisle. And then it's played forward. Archie Taylor with a header. Tetek heads it up in the air. Ryan Hill heads it down but can only find Gilead. Gilead finds Luamba. He's got Archie Davies going on the outside of him. Really long and whipped cross, but it's high and it's wide. And yeah, I'm sure on our sound effects microphone listeners we'll apologise as ever for any poor language, but you can tell the frustration of the home fans. Tristan Abrahams continues his argument with the assistant referee. There is no point. The decision's been made, Tristan. You need to get on with it. I don't doubt from the protests that the Aldershot players were right, but they're not going to get a tight decision like that here. Oh, it's another poor touch from Tetek. He's given the ball away up to Armstrong. Now into the path of Gilead. Wian's got it inside the box. Linney's in. Shoots. Again, Dewhurst gets feet on it. And Regan Linney has had 4 chances in the opening 32 minutes. Saved this time by the feet of Dewhurst. Linney won't believe he hasn't scored today. The Carlisle fans can't believe he hasn't scored today. And somehow it remains 0-0. But Dayan Tetek, frankly in possession, is having a bit of a mare and he needs to just compose himself and recover. In comes the corner. Half cleared. Might get a follow-up shot here. Linney, he does. And it's on target and it's saved again by the feet of Marcus Dewhurst. He's been a one-man super show here. Marcus Dewhurst with 4 saves now, 1 point blank box, 3 saves. All the 3 saves from Linney. And 32.5 minutes in, Carlisle have had 7 chances. They've got a corner now. Somehow it's still 0-0. In comes the corner, headed away by Ryan Hill. I thought he was fouled as he headed it behind, but referee hasn't seen that or given anything. And it's another corner to Carlisle now. And Regan Linney comes near, now drops off a little bit more central. In it comes. And well, there's a bit of holding in the area from both sides. The ball goes through the corridor of uncertainty and disappears with a bit of whip on it behind the goal away to our left. And it's a bit of an odd one, Shots fans. I think we all knew the Shots were going to come up against it today. Very big club, a club that's firing, they've got all sorts of striking power, and they've created 7 chances, Carlisle. Marcus Dewhurst saved a couple of them. Here's Abrahams battling away as Gabe Breeze comes out of his area. Carlisle clear it forward. Wian's onto it, plays the ball into the path of Ellis. Ellis looks to do the return pass to Linney. Dewhurst quickly comes off his line. And I'm going to have to award the Aldershot Town man of the match today, as there's no summariser. But after 34 minutes, it's going to take some shifting off of Marcus Dewhurst today. He has been brilliant. 4 point blank saves. 2 of them I thought the ball was in the net. Here's Armstrong, can't control the ball, goes through to Marcus Dewhurst. And listeners, you've got to be thinking, hoping and praying, as your commentator is, that after surviving all these close chances that Aldershot, when they finally get a chance, can take it. Here's Kwame Thomas battling away with Terrell Thomas, who again prevails. And here Carlisle win it, and there's a good interception from Tetek, and a good ball forward down the left side, and Barrett takes it under control. He's onside, switches back onto his left foot, then his right, and then back to his right and to his left. Now he's going to send in the ball. Hill over, comes back off the crossbar, followed up by Kwame Thomas. Claims for handball, not given. Out wide to Archie Taylor. In it comes again. Hill brings the ball down with his midriff, he feels, but the referee says with his hands. And Aldershot Town finally get their first chance of the afternoon, and would you believe it, the ball comes back off of the bar. Great work, great effort from the shots. And in the moment, listeners, without a summariser, I've forgotten who had the shot. I think I described it. If you've got my details, remind me who had the shot. I got a feeling it might have been Ryan Hill. But the shots with their first effort of the afternoon hitting the bar. Carlisle appealing for handball, not given. Aldershot clear the ball to touch, and it's a throw in to Carlisle. And the one thing we've not had today is the one thing we've had in all the other games, and that's plenty of goals. It's 0-0, and that's good news really for Aldershot, because 7 of those 8 chances in the game so far have fallen to the home side. A good afternoon to Mum and Dad listening, sitting down with coffee and cake. So we're all following the match, but you're the only ones with coffee and cake, Mum and Dad. Yeah, we've got plenty of rain up here in Cumbria as well. The sun's trying to get out at the moment. We are 36.5 minutes in, and by some sort of miracle, or miracles, most of them provided by Aldershot Town's goalkeeper Marcus Dewhurst, it is Carlisle 0, Aldershot Town 0. He's been wonderful. Regan Linney, likely favourite to be the league's top scorer. 3 goals already this season. Has had 5 chances. Here's Theo Widgerton moving onto a ball, strokes it out to the right side to Archie Taylor. He sends in a deep cross. That's over everybody. And Kwame Thomas, the battle of the Thomases, pushes into the back of Terrell. It goes over both of their heads, and Carlisle have a throw in. Archie Davis plays it off of Ryan Hill. Ricochet comes back to him. Played forward towards Luke Armstrong, and then Carlisle pick it up, and it's a lovely show and go from Gilead. Gilead sends it into Linney. Linney's a bit central, but good tracking back from the shots players. Theo Widrington tidies up. Josh Barrett holds the ball up and goes back to Archie Taylor. Taylor squares it to Meerholtz, who does the right thing and clears it forward. And then there's a coming together again between the two Thomases, creating a bit of doubt in the referee's role. Great tackle from Ryan Hill. He's won the ball on halfway. Now he's scurrying forward down the left-hand side. He's quickly going to have 3 Carlisle players for company, and he evades them, sends the ball in, and Terrell Thomas clears it forward, and the ball's picked up by Alex Gilead, who's been impressive in the centre of midfield for Carlisle. Here now Luamba picks the ball up just inside his own half, drifts forward on the right-hand side, realises he hasn't got a lot of help out there. 38 minutes gone, 0-0 here at Brunton Park. And 2 former top division players on the touchlines down there, Mark Hughes and Tommy Widrington. Ball cleared forward into the path of Linney now, back to Gilead. Now the sun is prevailing over the rain. Archie Davies with a deep cross. Wian's there, and he gets his header in, and it's just wide. And that is the 8th attempt for Carlisle in the 38th minute, and somehow the scoreline remains Carlisle 0, Aldershot Town 0. Aldershot just with the 1 chance coming just a few minutes ago, and they've hit the bar with it. And in the moment, your commentator's forgotten who it was that actually had the effort. If I was guessing, I'd say Ryan Hill. I have had a message in. It was indeed Ryan Hill. Thank you very much, Mike Brown, for confirming that. Marcus Dewhurst with the goal kick as we approach 39.5 minutes. Up towards Kwame Thomas. Once again, it's a battle in who's going to hold who off. And Carlisle win that. Ball's played back through Terrell Thomas to Gabe Breeze, who clears forward. Penman wins in the air. Tetek touches the ball out to the left, looking for Ryan Hill. But it goes past him. The ball's picked up by Archie Davies. He plays the ball back to Stephen Wern. Wern back to Davies. Davies back to Mugabe, and Mugabe to his keeper, Gabe Breeze. Breeze isn't being shut down, but he's just waiting for the right option. Now he floats a ball out to the left. Archie Taylor jumps with Harper, but Harper wins. Claridge does well to get a foot on it. And, Loamba bursts into the penalty area with the touch, but it's a heavy one. Again, Terrell Thomas beats Kwame Thomas in the air. Don't think I've seen another centre-back dominate Kwame Thomas like this. Speaking to the BBC Cumbria commentator James Phillips before the game, he said Kwame Thomas came here to Carlisle on trial once, but didn't get the gig. Here is Ellis sending the ball inside, finds Harper. He finds Linney. Linney plays the ball back to Ellis on the left, and he runs out of pitch. It will be a goal kick to the Shots, who are 4 minutes and 8 seconds, plus whatever's added away, from going in at half-time here at Brunton Park with a clean sheet. What about the other games elsewhere? A little while since I looked at those for you, listeners. It's always a lot easier to do when you've got a co-commentator to bounce off. So Borehamwood 1, Braintree 1, York 0, Forest Green 0, Scunthorpe 1, Solihull Moors 1, Morecambe 1, Sutton 2, Tamworth 3. That's the game of the day so far, as Thomas beats Thomas in the air again. Terrell beating Kwame. Truro 0, Rochdale 1, Wealdstone 1, Gateshead 0, and earlier today I think I mentioned Yeovil 1, Woking 0. The goal coming in the 91st minute. Here's Terrell Thomas receiving the ball in his own half. Floats the ball up to Regan Linney. Tries a ball round the corner. Nicely touched into the path of Armstrong, but Meerholtz cuts that out. Goes back to his keeper. It's a high ball forward, and Kwame Thomas wins this one in the air against Ellis, but then it comes off of a Carlisle player, and then a little horrible ricochet, and Meerholtz, learning his lessons from up at Gateshead, just smashes the ball into touch rather than trying to have an extra touch when he's not aware what's on around him. Here's Carlisle giving the ball away, but Charlie Penman can only play it into touch. Good first half performance wise from the home side. Everything missing but the finish. Regan Linney involved in almost everything, and Marcus Dewhurst too. Dewhurst winning that battle at the moment, but I think it's going to go on and on. Here's Linney again, edge of the area. Poor touch though. Shots clear the ball, and Terrell Thomas plays the ball into an area where Kwame might get a sniff, but he recovers so well. Goes back to his keeper Gabe Breeze, who feeds Mugabe. Mugabe exchanges passes with Gilead, and again, and this time they bypass Josh Barrett. He's working hard to shut his men down. But Aldershot have always potentially got that little moment on the break. They've won the ball back here through Tristan Abrahams, and now Ryan Hill, and Tetek is quickly dispossessed, losing that midfield battle today. Armstrong sends the ball in, deflection on it, goes through to Marcus Dewhurst. The form of Marcus Dewhurst today is the main reason why Aldershot's sheet is clean as we approach the 44th minute. Ball forward, cut out by Terrell Thomas, and with one touch diverts the ball into the path of Ellis, who can only send it to Meerholtz. Here's Tetek, sweeps the ball out to the left. That's a good ball, taken down on his chest by Ryan Hill. He rolls the ball into the path of Tristan Abrahams. He rolls it into the area. It's towed back to his keeper by Terrell Thomas before Kwame can get there. Long ball forward, one in the air by Meerholtz, then one in the air by Tetek. Hill is onto the knockdown from Gilead and plays it into Charlie Penman, who sends it down the left channel. No one really there to compete for it. It's one in the air by Mugabe, flicked on by Ellis and picked up by Ryan Hill. Hill evades one player and then just drifts the ball back to Jed Meerholtz. Meerholtz to Penman. Oh, Penman's ball out towards Abrahams is well read and cut out by Davies, and then Davies gives it away to Theo Widdrington, and both sides reaching, if you like, for the halfway line and time here as Regan Linney goes down, trying to intercept Claridge's pass out to the right. He feels he's fouled. Referee having absolutely none of it. Checks his watch. 30 seconds to go in this first half, plus whatever's added. Claridge with a long ball forward. Kwame Thomas is again beaten in the air by Terrell Thomas, and the ball's picked up by Luamba. Carlisle might have the man on here. Given a poor touch by Linney, picked up by Claridge. Floats the ball out to the left, looking for Hill, and both Tetek and Barrett waved their arms at Claridge to say there was a simple pass on. You didn't need to try that one. But we're going to have 2 added minutes here at the end of the first half at Brunton Park. It's Carlisle 0, Aldershot Town 0 at the moment, but the Shots have lived a dangerous life in this first half. Here come Carlisle again. Luamba battling against his man. He's into the penalty, he squares it back. Linney's shot is, wow, I don't know, I think he's hit the back of an Aldershot player, and it's deflected out wide. Now another cross comes in, headed away by Archie Taylor, edge of the area. Harper will try a shot, and he drives it high and wide. 45+1, the 9th effort on goal by Carlisle, and it's high and wide, and a goal kick to Aldershot. So sorry, would you mind just stop kicking the chair? I can feel it vibrating. Thanks ever so much. Thank you. Goal kick to the Shots. 46 minutes gone. 0-0 here, and I got a plethora of chances. Majority of them to Regan Linney. Dewhurst with a number of saves, and Ryan Hill hitting the bar for shots with their only effort of the half. Dewhurst sends a long goal kick forward, and Kwame Thomas beats Terrell Thomas in the air, I think for the first time in this first half, and then it comes back to them, and Terrell Thomas flicks out a leg, but it comes off of that leg and into touch. Aldershot with a throw on halfway, and they're 15 seconds away from half time. That's a poor throw from Claridge, goes straight to Ellis. Ellis exchanges passes with Linney. One ball looking through the middle for Luamba, and then a heavy ball looking for Luke Armstrong on the left. Aldershot will have another throw in the right back position, and I think we're pretty much done for the first half. In fact, the referee doesn't wait for the throw. Carlisle 0, Aldershot Town 0, and the Cumbrian fans applaud their team off. They've been very, very good in this first half, to be fair, Carlisle, other than the fact that they have not been able to register a goal, and that is largely thanks to Marcus Dewhurst, who's been wonderful in goal for the Shots. He's denied Regan Linney 4 or 5 times. Also Luamba, and Carlisle had 2 or 3 shots just wide as well. The referee, Paul Cooper, getting a few boos as he comes off. He's had a pretty steady first half for me. And here at Brunton Park, it is 0-0 at half time. I'll have a look at the other scores with you listeners, and then do my half-time report to BBC Radio Surrey's afternoon sports programme. And then I'll take a good break today, if you don't mind, as I'm sat here on my own. Borehamwood 3, Altrincham 0. Luke Garrard's men really flying this season. Braintree have got to half-time 1-0 up against York, and Scunthorpe have got to half-time 1-0 up against Forest Green. Hartlepool Brackley is 0-0 at half-time. Solihull Moors 2, Morecambe 1. Osborne and Wakeling, the former Peterborough striker, with his 3rd goal since joining Solihull Moors. Southend 0, Boston 0, Sutton 2, Tamworth 3. A brace for Lewis Simper for Sutton, and a brace for Roberts for Scunthorpe. Truro 0, Rochdale 1. And Wealdstone 1, Gateshead 1, so Gateshead equalising towards the end of the first half. Yeah, just as soon as you're ready. Thanks. Don't doubt, listeners, that Aldershot Town will have one or two more moments in this game as it wears on, if they can defend for their lives as and when they need to. But they have done really well to get in level. That has to be said. Carlisle have been mightily impressive this afternoon. Fear not, listeners, I'm here. I haven't even left the point. I dared on my own today. Just been chatting to a couple of the long-serving or long-suffering, if you like, Carlisle United fans at half-time. Both teams are out for the second half. Doesn't appear to be any obvious half-time substitutions. Not going to fight the PA system for a few seconds. We'll wait for that to die down. So 0-0 at half time here. Aldershot in their all black strip with a little bit of red trim on the shorts and the shirts. They're going to kick from right to left towards their own fans in the second half. Around about 150, I'd say. Carlisle in their home strip of red, white and blue thin striped shirts, blue shorts and blue socks. Shots have got the kick-off for the second half. Josh Barrett is going to take it, and they line up with Dewhurst in goal, Penman, Meerholtz and Claridge, the back three. Claridge is on a yellow card. Hill, Widrington, Tetek and Archie Taylor across the middle. Barrett supporting Thomas and Abrahams in attack. And the ball's immediately played back to Penman. Penman into Theo Widrington. Finds Tetek. His first touch and pass is a good one. Finds Meerholtz, who sends it out to the left, and that goes over the head of Ryan Hill into touch. Throw in to Carlisle United, who line up with Gabe Breeze in goal. A back four left to right of Harper, Thomas. That's Terrell Thomas, who's been up against Kwame and dominated in that first half. Bevis, Mugabe and Archie Davies. Jack Elias, Gilliard in central midfield with Wynne just in front of them, and then Linney on the left, Armstrong up the middle and Junior Lawamba on the right side. We've got lots of heavy dark clouds above us, but a few little pockets of blue as well, and the sun is currently out as the ball's played up to Regan Linney on halfway. A little nice knockback, and then the ball back to Wynne, and now Linney picks it up. He's into the penalty area and he scores. And it's taken Carlisle 1 minute in the second half to take the lead, and it's the man who was always going to score at some point today. He does so in the end with, I think, his sixth attempt. Carlisle United 1, Aldershot Town 0. Funny, isn't it, listeners, how you can you get a first half like that where Aldershot Town have repelled everything, and then literally 1 minute into the second half, lovely move on the left, started in fact by Linney, then he wandered inside, got the ball back, carried it into the left side of the area and drilled a shot low past Marcus Dewhurst, whose clean sheet is done for the day. Aldershot Town's clean sheet is done for the day, and Aldershot Town have their second kick-off in just over 60 seconds because they do trail by 1-0. There's a rainbow away to my left, and it's come out just as Aldershot have gone behind. So is there a pot of gold at the end of it? Let's see. Ball played forward, headed on by Barrett, cut out easily by Terrell Thomas, and then Wynne exchanges passes with Harper inside to Ellis. Ellis up to Linney. Show and go, or show and leave. Finds Archie Taylor. Taylor plays it forward, cut out by Ellis. Throw in to Aldershot as the sun comes out. Archie Taylor thinks about an early one. All the hard work from the first half out the window inside 1 minute and 4 seconds as Archie Taylor is fouled in the Carlisle half but heading back towards his own goal. Good move by Carlisle, to be fair. All nice, clean, clinical passing and a good finish from Linney. Oh, Penman recovers well to get past Luamba and finds Hill. And Aldershot in possession, just inside the Carlisle half. Poor ball forward from Ryan Hill, and it's cut out by Mugabe, whose clearance forward is off balance and poor and finds touch. Carlisle 1, Aldershot 0. If you joined us late for the second half, the goal came 1 minute and 4 seconds in, and it was who else? Regan Linney with the goal. Aldershot with a throw back through Ryan Hill to Meerholtz. It goes back to Claridge. And a long kick forward from Dewhurst, and Archie Davies will head the ball back to his goalkeeper Gabe Breeze. Always a head on from Meerholtz. It's gone in the wrong direction, but Penman's played it back to Dewhurst, who clears forward. Ball's taken down by Ryan Hill on the left side, and he looks to go past his man, which is Gilead, and then he's fouled by Gilead from behind, just 5 yards inside the Carlisle half. And standing over the ball is Luamba, which players seem to be able to get away with these days. Barrett takes the free kick and sprays it over to the right hand side, where Archie Taylor takes it down beautifully. Now he's up against Harper, 1-on-1, tries to get across in, that's deflected behind, and Aldershot Town have got themselves a corner. We're in the 50th minute, halfway through it. Carlisle United 1, Aldershot Town 0. Regan Linney with a goal just a minute or so into the second half. It's been the Regan Linney against Marcus Dewhurst show today. Dewhurst prevailed in the first half. Linney so far in the second. Josh Barrett is going to take this corner, an out swinger, and it's headed away by Terrell Thomas, who's been really dominant today. Wynne falls to the floor after jumping for a challenge. Referee shakes his head, says get on with it. Aldershot with Barrett. Sends the ball back to Meerholtz, now back inside to Barrett. Barrett clips a little ball in, knocked down, and Abrahams might get there. Is well protected by Terrell Thomas, and he steers it behind. Aldershot Town have got themselves a second consecutive corner, so at least they're asking questions at the right end now. If you joined us late for the second half, the shots do trail by a goal to nil. Regan Linney, well worked move down the left hand side and a low finish across Marcus Dewhurst, but the shots responding here. Second consecutive corner. It'll be another outswinger from Barrett. Meerholtz tries to flick it on, gets it all wrong, sends it behind the goal, and it will be a goal kick to the Cumbrians, which Gabe Breeze will take. So 1-0 to Carlisle here. Plenty of goals elsewhere in the National League elsewhere today. It's going to give you any scorelines that have changed as they come in. Ball forward is missed by both players and then hooked over his head by Claridge, but he can only find Luamba. The ball falls kindly into the path of Armstrong. Armstrong now to Davies, who knocks the ball and goes down the right hand side. He'll be able to get his cross in. Meerholtz with a slight header away, battling away with Tetek, and he manages to play a good ball into Barrett. Barrett holds the ball up, shots getting players forward. Lovely ball from Barrett out to the left, but Tristan Abrahams couldn't change his feet quick enough, and it just kind of pings across him. Throw into Carlisle. Shots a goal down, but not disheartened or dispirited. Morecambe have equalised at Solihull. There's 2-2 there. And Braintree have got a second goal against York City. So, first two games in the Stuart Maynard era have gone really well, but Terrell Works has got both goals for Braintree, who lead York by 2-0. Here's Meerholtz sending the ball forward. Kwame Thomas battles with Mugabe on this occasion. The officials decide the ball came off Mugabe. Throw in to Aldershot halfway inside the Carlisle half. Ryan Hill to take. Needs a bit of movement, very little movement out there at the moment. And now Abraham shows, and Hill, and then Kwame Thomas. Oh, it's a flick off of him inside, and Linney plays the ball. And now he'll roll it into position. Ellis picking the ball up, going to the edge of the area, tries a shot, left-footed. No composure, lifts it horribly high. The second chance of the second half. Linney, of course, taking the first to give Carlisle the lead. But Jack Ellis showing us that in front of goal he's perhaps not as well equipped as he is for the central midfield battle. No doubt about the two players of the match today at either end of the pitch, really. Regan Linney for Carlisle, who's got the goal, and Marcus Dewhurst for shots. Barrett sends the ball out to the right hand side. He gets caught by Gilead, but gets up again. He's onto the ball now, switches onto his left foot, then his right, and then he's into the penalty area. Can he deliver anything here? No, he ends up on the floor. Carlisle have won the ball. They play it forward, but it's cut out by Tetek. Good first touch, plays it into the path of Claridge. Claridge inside to Abraham. Abraham's on the turn. Will he try a shot from distance? No, he sends it out to the left side to Hill. Hill into the edge of the penalty area, drives it across. It's missed, stabbed away by Carlisle, and Luamba picks it up. A little knockdown and gets the ball back. Lovely touch and control from Luamba. Stopped in his tracks, has to go backwards again. Does so to Davies. And now Carlisle have got it and play it forward, but it's a good battle from Meerholz. And now the ball's bounced clear for Luamba. He's in to the penalty area here. Tries a shot. Dewhurst gets something on it, and it goes behind for a corner in the 55th minute. A little bit fortuitous the way Luamba came away with the ball. Dewhurst came out well and got some part of his leg on the ball. It might have even been going through his legs and just caught the back of his thigh. Behind for a corner, away to our right. Carlisle 1, Aldershot Town 0, and the shot's up against it here at Brunton Park. Just had a good 5 minutes, but now Carlisle with their own corner into the heart of the area, headed up in the air only as far as of all people Linney. Linney tries to take on Hill. He's ushered away. Harper sends a lovely ball back in, and then it comes off the head of Luke Armstrong, who raises his arm to say, I didn't see it, or didn't jump properly. Behind the goal, away to our right, it will be a goal kick to Aldershot, which is taken short by Marcus Dewhurst to Claridge. Claridge will now not see an option forward, so he goes back to Dewhurst. Meerholz in possession, carrying the ball, goes forward, finds Tetek inside. Barrett has drifted into space again. Barrett will feed the ball out to the right side to Archie Taylor, who'll go up against Harper now, carrying the ball, skipping inside, gives it back to Barrett. Barrett assessing his options and gives the ball back to Theo Whittington. Ball forward towards Barrett, who's just caught, and he's been caught late, gone down. The home fans don't like it, they don't think it's a foul. Aldershot have tried to take it quickly, the referee's not going to allow that. Ryan Hill is having to change his shirt here, or he's trying to change his vest underneath his shirt, I think. And meanwhile Josh Barrett has got to his feet, and the Shots, who trail by 1-0, the goal coming in the 46th minute. They've got themselves a free kick here. I think Barrett's been made to take it 3 or 4 yards back from where it was actually. I thought it was a lot closer to the penalty area, but it's to the right side as Aldershot attack, about level with halfway between the D and the edge of the penalty area. Tristan Abrahams is there as well. He might fancy a crack at this left-footed, but Josh Barrett also comes back. 3 men in the wall for Carlisle. Abraham steps forward and curls it wide and high, well, probably more high than wide, and the Carlisle fans jeer. In truth, it wasn't much worse than Regan Linney's effort in the first half at the same end, but it is just Aldershot Town's second effort of any sort towards goal, coming just before the hour mark, 2.5 minutes before. Goal kick then to Carlisle. Headed on by Armstrong. Tetek having his shirt pulled by Wian. Blatantly obvious to me and to the referee, and as you can tell, not going down well with the Cumbrian fans. Sun is prevailing over rain at the minute here at Brunton Park. Shots with the free kick, once again forced much further back than where the actual kick was. Meerholtz arrows a ball down the left side. It's one in the air by Carlisle, but they can only find Barrett. Barrett finds Hill. Hill is up against two Carlisle players, goes forward, plays it inside to Theo Widrington. Widrington plays it back. Good battling from Ryan Hill to win the ball back from Luamba. And he switches the ball out to the right side to Archie Taylor. He's going to go up against Hub, sends it inside to Barrett. Barrett onto his right foot, squares it across. Abraham's trying to get a shot away. Turns and it's cleared off the line by a Carlisle player. Firm effort towards goals. Come back out again to Theo Widrington, who curls a shot just high and just wide. But a double chance for the shots there, coming in the 59th minute. And Abraham's having a close range shot blocked, I say on the line, but just off it. Hadi Gandor's going to come on for the shots. Relatively early one for the shots. Tristan Abraham coming off. That was to be his only and his last chance. But a double chance for shots as Theo Widrington followed up and curled one a little bit high and a little bit wide. Ironically, it's been all Carlisle until they've scored, and Aldershot come back nicely into it now. So Hadi Gandor on, and the goal kick now taken by Gabe Breeze. One in the air by Claridge. Kwame Thomas beaten to the ball by Terrell Thomas, who might give him a little nudge and got away with it. And there's a ball played forwards, cut out well by Claridge, but picked up by Luke Armstrong. He's got Linney out there on the left side with him. He goes back to Harper. Harper plays it short to Ellis. Ellis back to Linney. He's looking to do that cut in and shoot that he loves so much. He comes in again, he's shot, and it's followed up. Well, Dewhurst grabbed it at the second attempt as Luke Armstrong and Stephen Wern were looking to profit from anything that was loose. And it's another good effort by Linney. Might be his 7th or 8th of the game, but Dewhurst equal to it again. And Aldershot once again go on the attack. Past the hour mark then, 60.5 minutes gone. Carlisle 1, Shots 0. Meerholtz out to the left to Ryan Hill. He can scamper a few yards forward before he comes up against Carlisle player. Thomas touches it into the path of Theo Widrington. Theo Widrington plays it up to Barrett. Nice turn and control from him. He plays the ball to Gandor on the left. Cross comes in. Oh, it's missed by one, but followed up by Ryan Hill, and a really good block save from Gabe Breeze. But another point-blank chance for the Shots. And then Charlie Penman slips. The ball goes into touch. It'll be a throw-in to Carlisle. But Ryan Hill, the Shots' top scorer, getting a shot on target there. But well saved by Gabe Breeze. Blocked by Breeze. I'm sure there's a pun in there somewhere. Here's Carlisle getting through. Claridge comes through late. Gets there first. Can he keep the ball in play? Can from the corner, but not from the throw. 1-0 Carlisle. Now we've got more like the Aldershot game. It's sort of end to end. And Regan Linney picks the ball up on the right side, drifts into the penalty area, cut out by Tetek. Tetek feeds Hill. Hill finds Claridge. Strong challenge by Carlisle coming together, but the ball played up to Josh Barrett. Barrett tries the ball out to the right side to Hadi Gandor. It's a lovely ball lifted over the top. He's got to drift out to around the corner flag to pick it up, but he's now picking up the ball and going up against Harper. Goes back to Archie Taylor. Taylor sends a cross into the far post or towards it, but Mugabe holds Kwame Thomas off, and that allows Gabe Breeze to come and collect. And from the minute that Aldershot Town have got on the front foot trying to get level, they've looked every bit as potent as Carlisle, but they do of course trail by that precious 1-0 The goal coming in the 46th minute from the prolific Regan Linney. Aldershot playing triangles here in their own half, and then it's played forward by Tetek and headed into touch by Cameron Harper. Archie Davies goes to collect. Not been able to get forward as much today as he'd like, but he has had his moments. Oh, misunderstanding there between Taylor and Barrett. And Barrett prods it back from the throw to where Taylor was. Taylor had gone forward. A little bit of an exchange between the two, and they get on with it. Taylor says, I was bombing forward like you want me to. Barrett tells him where he should have been. 1-0 Carlisle, 63.25 minutes gone. Carlisle playing it back to their goalkeeper. And he kicks straight through the middle. Meerholt should be favourite to win this one, he does. But the ball's been picked up by Gilead, going down the right side, trying to get the ball in, and it's an Aldershot Town foot that stretches out. It might have been Claridge, it might have been Meerholt's, but either way it's gone behind for another Carlisle United corner. And Aldershot Town need to defend for their lives here again as the sun again prevails. This afternoon we've had more sun than rain, and that wasn't the forecast, but the efforts have been raining in towards the Shots goal, and one of them crucially through Regan Linney has found the target. In comes the corner from Harper, headed away at the near post by Ryan Hill. It'll be picked up by Gilead, who strokes it to Harper. Harper sends the ball in. Armstrong battling away, holding it up, back to goal, tries to get his effort in. It's drifting towards goal, and then I think Charlie Penman might have just cleared it away, but now Carlisle have got it again on the edge of the area. It's a lovely bit of play, but then it's prodded forward and played up towards Gandor. Gandor holds it up and plays it into the path of Archie Taylor. Taylor finds Theo Widrington. Widrington back to Tetek. Tetek down the right side, cut out by Carlisle. Archie Taylor battling away, can't win it. Whean does. He's up against Claridge, skips inside, but there in hand is Theo Widrington to get onto it. Marcus Dewhurst clears up towards halfway. Gandor battling away with Terrell Thomas, and it forced him in the end to put it into touch. Paddy Gandor quickly getting up to the speed of the game, as he does every time he comes off the bench. Nearly always contributes to the team. Here he is on the ball again, getting the ball back from the throw-in, and he gets the ball back again. He's on the right side, tries to get it in, sends the cross in, cut out by Terrell Thomas, and Aldershot Town have won themselves a third corner of the game, a third corner of the second half. All is not lost, Shots fans. They're a goal down, but they've had 4 efforts now in the second half compared to just one that thumped back off the crossbar in the first. So it'll be another Barrett out swinger. In it comes to the heart of the area. Kwame Thomas gets up, gets something on it, but Gandor scampers after it, and Regan Linney will pick it up. And Gandor positions himself well, battles hard against Linney, but Linney's carrying it down the right side. He's got Whean waiting for it, holds it up, goes back to Davies. Davies to Gilead, and Gilead across to Harper, who's got a bit of space on the left side to attack or get across it. He tries the cross, it's cut out by Meerholtz. He's off balance, and it'll bounce once and go behind the goal. Away to our right, Carlisle United have got themselves another corner, and they're going to make a double substitution here. Carlisle United, Georgie Kelly, who's actually got the number 9 shirt here at Carlisle, is going to come on, and so is McAdam. So I think Lawamba might be one of the players coming off. And I don't think the players, the Carlisle players, they're just playing for time here, to be honest. Eventually Archie Davies is going to come off. And I've yet to see, as Carlisle still take their time over this corner. No one's even out there to take it. We're waiting for this second substitution, and they're still waiting for a Carlisle player to come off the pitch. I think it is Luamba, who's been replaced by Georgie Kelly. Gets the applause of the Cumbrian faithful, who are happy. Their team are playing well. They're 1-0 up. They've got a corner here in the 69th minute. In it comes, drifted in, headed on by Penman, and then a good battle between the Thomases. Sent back in by McAdams. Shot towards goal is a good one, and it's Mugabe who's still up there from the corner, who stroked it home. And the Cumbrians have doubled their lead in the 69th minute. A half-cleared corner, sent back across the goal, and it is the centre-back who strokes it home. And Aldershot have had a decent period since conceding the first goal, where they've had a few chances to get themselves on level terms. And now 2-0 down. The goal scorer, Bevis Mugabe. Going to be a big effort needed for the Shots now in this final 21 minutes or so. They're going to make their own double substitution shortly. I think James Henry and Ryan Jones are getting instruction from Tommy Widrington. Well, Aldershot have conceded 2 again, goals number 18 and 19. They have yet to score today. It was always going to be the most difficult afternoon. They've scored in a minimum of 2 goals in every game so far. It's a new club record, but of course at the moment that's coming to an end as Mugabe clears from his own area. Penman jumps with Armstrong. There's a shove into the back of Meerholtz, nothing given. 2 possibilities of free kicks there for Aldershot, nothing given at all. And the ball ends up in touch. Throw in to Carlisle. It's taken by Ellis. Penman drifts onto it and clears it into touch. Another throw in to the home side, and their fans, a little bit more of a party atmosphere now. They can breathe a little bit more easy. They knew at 1-0 it was slim, but here's Wynne picking up the ball from the throw. He's dancing into the penalty area, clips the ball to the far post. It's headed up in the air by Kelly, dropped down, and then Aldershot should come away with it from Archie Taylor, but his ball forwards cut out by Harper. And then Carlisle have got it again. Wynne on the edge of the area, trying to make room for a shot. He does shoot, it's wide. The effort coming in the 71st minute. Shots have been in the game for long periods today, particularly in this second half, but the quality of Carlisle has shone through up to this point. 71 minutes gone. Ball played forward, knocked down. Theo Widrington battling away for it, can't win it. Gilead and Ellis prevail. And then McAdams just taking a position in the heart of that midfield as well. Ball played forward, cut out well by Archie Taylor, held up by Paddy Gandor. He's fouled just inside his own half. I think there's one chance left in this match, Shots fans, and that's for the Shots to pull something back between now and the end and just put a bit of strike a bit of fear and tension into the Carlisle team and supporters, because as you know, with this Tommy Widrington side, once they get one they often get 2. But the few chances they've had today have been spurned. Ryan Hill with a great effort in the first half hit the bar. Abrahams has curled a free kick over. He's had a shot blocked. Theo Widrington's curled a shot a little bit high, a little bit wide, and Ryan Hill's thumped a point blank effort towards goal, but it's been well saved by the body of Gabe Breeze. Carlisle meanwhile have had probably triple that amount of chances. Regan Linney's had 6 or 7 on his own, and one of those crucially has gone in. So for Aldershot Town then, substitutions initially. Dayan Tetek is coming off and Ryan Jones is coming on for him. And then James Henry coming on as well for Charlie Penman. So I'm not quite sure what that shuffle is going to be. This Aldershot are going to, looks like they are maybe going to a 4 at the back. Jones quickly wins the ball from the throw, cannons it off of Ellis and back into touch. Another throw, 2 shots. Yeah, it looks like Aldershot have gone to, well, difficult to tell at the minute. Maybe Archie Taylor has gone into the back 3. I think that's what they've done. Ryan Hill now the right wing back, Ryan Jones the left wing back. There's a ball lifted forward, is well offside, Regan Linney, and it'll be a free kick to Aldershot, halfway inside their own half. And well, Aldershot, as they are known to do under Tommy Widrington, will throw some caution to the wind here. They'll have a right go at this, I'm sure. Ball quickly sprayed out by Claridge to Ryan Jones on the left side, sends a cross in, it's very deep. Can it be kept in by Ryan Hill? It can. He plays the ball back to James Henry. Henry holds the ball up and then tries to give it back to Ryan Hill, but not for the first time today. The Shots player's not quite on the same wavelength. I think Henry thought Hill would just be a little bit further forward. Hill was just venturing back. Carlisle take the throw. Hadi Gandor blocks it and wins it, but then it's wrestled clear again and sent forward. Claridge does well in the air, knocks the ball down to Archie Taylor. Taylor finds Henry. Henry finds Theo Widrington. Widrington finds Barrett, and Barrett finds Ryan Jones, who skipped past his man like he's not there. Pulls it back to Barrett. Oh, it's well read, really well read by Jack Ellis, I think it is, or it might be McAdam, and then well read at the other end by Theo Widrington. Wins the ball and well, it runs loose, finds Meerholtz, and Dewhurst will kick up towards halfway. Theo Widrington wins a header. Ryan Jones plays the ball up to Kwame Thomas. He's holding it up, looking along the halfway line. He's been buffeted by Mugabe. Holds him off, sends it out to the right side to Archie Taylor. Taylor to Hill. Hill, ball down the right side. Terrell Thomas is well placed to get there before Barrett. Oh, lovely first touch from Harper. Completely takes Gandor out of it. And then a ball inside, and Whean has got it. Drifts it into Luke Armstrong on the right side of the area. Tries a low shot. It's parried away, and it should be cleared away by James Henry. It's another good save low down by Marcus Dewhurst, who's been outstanding today, but has still conceded 2 goals. Remarkably, the crowd today is lower than it was against Truro last week. 7,039 with 158 Aldershot Town fans that get generous applause from the Cumbrian faithful. Throw in taken inside. Ellis drifting onto it. He now cuts inside, prize a short ball. It's cut out by Meerholtz. Clears out to the right hand side where Gandor might just get there and keep it in. He can't. It's a throw in to Carlisle. And send it inside to McAdam. McAdam back to Terrell Thomas. Speaking to 1 or 2 Carlisle fans at half time who said there was a few doubts about Terrell Thomas. Well, he's been excellent today, particularly in the first half against Kwame Thomas. There's a ball forward. Luke Armstrong jumps, takes it well on his chest, but then the ball clears through. A huge kick from Dewhurst, going to bounce once and go all the way through to the Carlisle keeper, Gabe Breeze. 2-0 to Carlisle, 13 and a half minutes left. York City have come back from 2-0 down against Braintree to 2-2. Here, Josh Barrett has gone down and got some ironic jeers from the home faithful. Oh, lovely bit of skill from Luke Armstrong, who drifts past Meerholtz, plays the ball into the path of Wern. Wern back onto his left foot, tries a shot. That's over the bar, deflected there by Theo Widrington. Another corner to Carlisle. 2-0 up and looking to turn the screw here, Mark Hughes' men, on a day when some of the other teams in the National League up the top end are not quite flying. It's Bournemouth 3, Altrincham 1. Forest Green still haven't scored against Scunthorpe, but they've got a propensity to do so late. Still goalless between Hartlepool and Brackley. It's Solihull 3, Morecambe 4 now. What a game that is. Southend 0, Boston 0, Sutton 2, Tamworth 3, Truro 0, Rochdale 1, Wealdstone 1, Gateshead 1. Here at Brunton Park, it's Carlisle 2, Aldershot Town 0. Corner comes in from the left, and it comes off of Terrell Thomas, I think. Drifts wide, behind the goal kick to the Shots. We're running out of time here, certainly not running out of effort, but it's been a tough game for the Shots this afternoon on the third of these 3 long trips, the 3 longest trips in the National League. Gateshead, Truro and now Carlisle. Jones sending the ball inside, finds Theo Widrington. Lovely ball down the left side looking for Barrett. It's going to bounce once and drift away from him. Barrett seems to have incurred the wrath of the home faithful at some point today, so he's getting a bit of stick when anything doesn't go right for him. He's having a little exchange with somebody and a smile on his face down by the touchline. That's good to see. So Carlisle 2, Shots 0, and we've got 11.5 minutes left here at Brunton Park. Throw down the line is won by Ryan Jones. Sends it up towards Kwame Thomas. Kwame Thomas is fouled, and Aldershot will have a free kick over on this left-hand side, level with the edge of the penalty area. About almost another penalty area out, probably 3/4 of another penalty area out. So around about 33-34 yards. I think it's too far out, but I hesitate to say that with Josh Barrett. Relatively high defensive line, just a yard inside the penalty area. Will it be Ryan Jones' left foot or Josh Barrett's right foot? It's Barrett's, and it goes to the far post. It's headed away by Terrell Thomas and then headed down by Wynn, but Ryan Hill is well positioned back there, finds Dewhurst. He'll arrow the ball out on the left hand side looking for Josh Barrett. It's cut out by Ellis, but into touch. Barrett semi-congratulates him. Throw-in's taken quickly by Theo Widrington, who finds Ryan Jones. He's dancing the ball edge of the area. James Henry gets the ball, turns into trouble. Oh, lovely drift past Claridge from Regan Linney. He's carrying the ball. He's got Georgie Kelly inside him. He's going to the area, shoots, and he lifts it over the bar. And referee's given a free kick to Aldershot anyway. I'm not sure what for. Matters no odd. It would have been a goal kick anyway. But Linney, who's been at least involved in some way, shape or form in close to double figures chances today. Meanwhile, Theo Widrington drifts it out to the right hand side. It's taken down by Ryan Hill. Sends it inside to James Henry, who finds Theo Widrington. He'll clip a ball out to the left looking for Ryan Jones, but it won't get there. It's one in the air by Ellis. Oh, now Ryan Jones has picked a pocket of Luke Armstrong back there, and then good footwork by Mugabe. Finds Ellis. Ellis inside to Georgie Kelly. Kelly out wide to Gilead, and he's got all sorts of runners in front of him. Now he plays it looking for Georgie Kelly. He's offside, and the Cumbrian fans don't like it. Mark Hughes holds his arms out wide, but I think Mark Hughes has been in football long enough to know when you play the ball forward and there's a man beyond the defence, it's called offside. 2-0 Cumbria, 2-0 Cumbrians, and 2-0 to Carlisle here at Brunton Park. Aldershot with the ball in their own half. James Henry plays it up looking for Barrett, but it's cut out easily by Terrell Thomas, and he can plough forward 5, 10, 15 yards and then give the ball away to Meerholtz. Meerholtz plays it up to Theo Widrington, who finds Ryan Jones looking to make an impact. Great to see him back in the Shots colours. He's one-on-one against his man here. Plays it up to Theo Widrington, who gives it back to him. He controls it brilliantly, spins, looks to take on Ellis, can't get by him, holds it up, gives and go with Theo Widrington, and this time he will get onto it. Can he get the ball in? He's just temporarily held up. Ball is squared away, and then cleared away, and then Barrett comes across his man but can't get a foot on it. Gilead touches it back to Ellis. Ellis forward to Kelly. Kelly knocks it down to Wian. Meerholtz stands strong in the tackle, and he's caught late by Kelly. Kelly came through late on Meerholtz as he cleared it forward. Aldershot were given the free kick, and 7,000 or so Cumbrian fans don't like it. But trust me, listeners, it was a straightforward and clear free kick to Aldershot Town. I said it earlier, probably once in the first half, if you've got 7,000 home fans, do try and use them. Have to congratulate the referee, Paul Cooper, who's just given what he's seen today, and he's largely had a pretty uncontentious game for me. Carlisle fans may differ. Any more goals elsewhere? Nothing particularly showing on mine. Scores out, so Aldershot gets back underway. Free kick taken short to Whittington, sends it in. Headed up in the air by Terrell Thomas. Cameron Harper chases, clears away to the right, but he can only find touch. And Aldershot are at least asking questions here. Ball's played into touch by Carlisle, and by definition that's a throw into Aldershot, but just try convincing these partisan home fans about that. Here's Aldershot clipping the ball forward with clarity. Flick on by Gandor, but it'll only find Ellis. Ellis plays it forward, and Armstrong doesn't get there, and he shoves Theo Widrington. The fans complain again. Theo Widrington just takes the free kick, send it to Ryan Jones. Lovely ball out to the right side to Ryan Hill. Will he take on Harper? No, he drifts it straight first time to Hadi Gandor, who's offside, and the Carlisle fans cheer as if it were a goal, but it's just a free kick for offside. And yeah, 6,850 Carlisle fans might be in unison with each other, but they're not in unison with the laws of association football. Thankfully the referee is. Carlisle are going to make another double substitution, and they're blessed with the ability to bring on players of the quality of Josh Grant and Callum Whelan. Alex Gilead takes a bow. He's had a fine game in the centre of midfield. He will be replaced by Josh Grant. And Stephen Wern will be replaced by Callum Whelan. It will be a free kick inside their own area to the home side, Carlisle United. Lead 2-0. We've got just over 5 minutes plus added time left. No qualms about the side, who are currently on track to take the 3 points today. They've been very good. It's been a tough afternoon for the Shots, easily their toughest of the season so far. They've battled gamely, and they've had their moments, particularly at 1-0 down in the first 20-25 minutes of the second half. But they did create 3 or 4 chances. Unfortunately, they couldn't take any. And Carlisle want to put the gloss on the finish here, but the Shots won't lie down for anyone. Henry into Kwame Thomas. He's fouled from behind. Aldershot can set up for another set piece to get the ball into the penalty. They take it quickly out to the left-hand side, but get it all wrong. Jack Ellis will chest it down to his goalkeeper. And I understand what Ryan Hill was trying to do, but just got his angles wrong there. Apologises to his teammates. He's given his all today. I've got to think about my Aldershot Town man of the match. Well, the truth is, I don't think it's likely to change now, short of somebody scoring 2 goals in the remaining moments of this match. As Ryan Jones pushes into the back of Luke Armstrong. Another routine free kick given by the referee, like he's given all the others. But yeah, unless, and I reserve the right if someone scores a couple of goals in these last few minutes for Aldershot, it's going to have to be Marcus Dewhurst, who repelled Regan Linney almost one-handed. Well, it literally was one-handed on several occasions in the first half. Linney could easily have had a hat-trick today, if not more, but Dewhurst has been equal to every one of his efforts bar one, and that's the life of a goalkeeper, right? He's denied Linney 5-6 times, been beaten once. Linney is going to be on the winning side unless the Shots can do anything about it in these remaining minutes. The cheer you'll have heard in the background while I was talking about other things. Another free kick to Carlisle. They've sent it over to the left side. Aldershot have just let the ball drift out of play. So throw in to the Shots. Kiban Rai is looking to come on soon. Ball knocked down into the path of Kwame Thomas. He finds Barrett, who sends it out right, looking for Gandor, and then the ball's into the area, and it's Mugabe. Extra little spring in his step thanks to the goal, who positions himself well and clears. Ellis is coming forward on this right side, sends the cross in. Handball, I thought, there by Kelly, and then the shot comes in and comes back off the post, and then it's blazed over. But actually, in the build-up to that, justice, I think, with the ball not going in the goal because it was a clear handball, but it wasn't spotted. And Aldershot Town can now make that that final substitution of the day. It's Josh Barrett who's going to go off to be replaced by Kiban Rai, number 18 on for the number 10. Carlisle 2, Shots 0 into the final 2 minutes we go. It's not been the Shots day, but they've given their absolute all here against a classy outfit who, for my money, have one of 4 or 5 teams that can and will compete for the National League title this season. And 1 or 2 of the others not doing so well today. When we last looked, one of those sides, York, had come back from 2-0 down to get level 2-2 at Braintree. And Forest Green still searching for a goal to get level against Scunthorpe, who've led from fairly early on in that one. Is some midfield head tennis. Carlisle send the ball out to the right, but get it wrong, and Ryan Hill can pick it up. Shows one way, goes the other. Now gets the ball back in a bit of space, but he has to go back to James Claridge. Claridge plays it long into the right channel. Terrell Thomas will be favourite for that. He wins it, sends his header straight to a Carlisle player, and then a poor and lazy touch from Regan Linney on the touchline. Throw in to the Shots. Into the 90th minute we go. Carlisle are going to make another substitution. They're going to bring the number 7, David Adjiboy, formerly of Peterborough United. He's going to come on for Regan Linney. He's got his 4th goal of today, but thanks to Marcus Dewhurst, hasn't got his 5th, 6th and 7th. Scant consolation, of course, Shots fans, but the Shots remain the highest scorers in the National League, and thanks to Marcus Dewhurst, remain with a plus goal difference, although it doesn't look as if they're going to pick up any points here in the northwest today. Is the throw sent back down the line and then headed into touch by Carlisle. The 90 minutes is very nearly up. We'll keep an eye on the 4th official. We're going to have 5 added minutes here. Carlisle 2, Aldershot Town 0. Gandor holding the ball up by the touchline. Comes back inside via Henry. Back to Claridge, and he plays it back to Meerholtz. Meerholtz to Theo Widrington. He finds Jones. Kiban Rai slips, or was he pushed? He's considered a slip by the referee. Carlisle come forward with Ellis. The ball's picked up by Josh Grant. He's got Ryan Jones running back with him, looking to get his cross in. Jones goes to ground and wins the ball cleanly. Does really well. Plays it off Grant. Cannons back off the knees of the assistant referee. And it will be a throw-in to Shots as Regan Linney comes round this near side to get the applause of the Cumbrian faithful, who have got quite a striker on their hands here. He would have probably doubled his tally in the National League this season were it not for Marcus Dewhurst. That's a late challenge from Armstrong on Jones, who continues his clearance forward. McAdam squares it across. Carlisle continue with their attack as Regan Linney receives the plaudits, but Carlisle meanwhile are giving the ball away. Ryan Hill with the ball around the corner finds James Henry. Can the Shots at least get themselves a consolation today? Here's Kwame Thomas. It's going to be beaten to this ball by Mugabe. He's just got a little bit more pace left in the locker. Kwame Thomas goes to ground, tries to poke it into touch. He catches the man. The referee gives Carlisle the free kick. It will be a free kick to Carlisle down by their own right corner flag. It's now Solihull Moors 4, Morecambe 4. Thank you, Mike Brown, for your kind words about the commentary. Mark Hughes, Blue and White Army is the cry. Carlisle are marching on in their first season back at this level for some time. The Shots, well, they're about to taste defeat for the first time in 6 matches, and they've given their absolute all again this afternoon, as you'd expect, as they always do, Tommy Widrington's team. But they have at times today been outclassed by the home side. Can the Shots at least keep their record of scoring in every game here as we go into the final 2.5 minutes here? They're on their front foot again. Ryan Hill finds Archie Taylor on the right hand side. Taylor has a lack of options, sends it inside to Henry. He sends it back to Hill, but Aldershot can't quite create the room to get across it. Taylor inside to Gandor, holds the ball up, plays it into the path of Archie Taylor, gives it back to Gandor, edge of the area, tries a return pass looking for Henry, but it's been cut out by Carlisle, and they could counter here on the left hand side. 4 against 4 as I look at it. Still carrying the ball down the left hand side, runners left, runners right, one through the middle, still the same player carries it. Aldershot stick out a foot and win the ball. Combination of Henry and Widrington, and they send the ball to Ryan Jones. He plays it up to Kwame Thomas back to Meerholz inside to Theo Widrington. He is fouled from behind, wins the free kick. McAdam is shutting it so he can't take it quickly. Referee tells him to move along, get out of the way. Mugabe, the centre-back, has been given the official Carlisle man of the match. Here's Kiban Rai receiving the ball from the throw-in, goes back to Meerholz to Claridge. Claridge out wide to Archie Taylor, who finds Ryan Hill. Hill gives the ball to Henry. Henry goes forward, he's in 50-50 but rides it well. Puts his hands onto Harper, referee spots that and gives the free kick. James Claridge picked up a yellow for the shots in the first half, and as far as I remember that might be their only yellow card of the afternoon. I'll just check the stats on that, but I don't remember another one. We are into the final added minute here at Brunton Park, where Carlisle are leading by 2-0. Long ball forward down the left side, flicked on by Kelly. Claridge is well positioned, he can clear forward and into touch. Yeah, Regan Linney booked and James Claridge in that one moment in the first half, and otherwise the referee's kept his cards in his pocket and refereed pretty well, pretty sensibly for me today. I do want to give credit to referees when they do. He has not been a homer, he's just been fair today, he's been consistent. Throw-in taken by Carlisle is cleared away, chested down by Kiban Rai, sent forward by Theo Widrington, picked up again by Rai, who touches the ball out to the left. He's looking for Ryan Jones but can't find him. We've got 3 seconds left. I'd imagine the referee's going to tidy up things here in the next few seconds. He does indeed. Congratulations to Carlisle, who continue their unbeaten home record, 3 wins and 2 draws. They are the deserved winners here this afternoon at Brunton Park. The Shots briefly rallied at 1-0 down in the first half of the second half, but couldn't score when they were on top, and Carlisle did take a second. The goals coming in the 46th minute from Regan Linney, and then I think the 69th from Mugabe. A long trip for the Shots players, management and fans, and they'll go home disappointed but not disheartened. They've given their all today, but it's Carlisle's day. My BBC Surrey man of the match for Aldershot goes to Marcus Dewhurst, who repelled Regan Linney persistently and consistently in the first half, and was a big part of the reason why the Shots went in 0-0 at the break. Linney did get his way a minute into the second half. Mugabe doubled the score, and the Shots taste defeat for the first time in 6 matches, and they failed to score in a match in the National League for the first time this season at the 9th attempt. Final score from Brunton Park here this afternoon: Carlisle United 2, Aldershot Town 0. Just going to catch my breath, listeners. Okay, I'll do it now, alright, so you know where it is. Terrific atmosphere at Brunton Park today as Carlisle continue to make light work of the National League. They continue their unbeaten home record, 3 wins and 2 draws, with a 2-0 victory against Aldershot Town, who battled hard but found themselves outnumbered and outclassed at times today. Marcus Dewhurst was brilliant in the first half, keeping out Regan Linney 4 or 5 times. But Linney prevailed just after the break. Lovely move down the left-hand side. He slotted low past Dewhurst, and centre-back Mugabe doubled Carlisle's lead around 22 minutes from time. The shots for the first time this season failed to get on the score sheet, but they'll travel home disappointed but not disheartened from a 2-0 defeat up here at Brunton Park. Thank you very much indeed. Elsewhere then, Yeovil beat Woking 1-0 earlier today. Bournemouth are going to beat Altrincham 3-1 at the moment. Altrincham now down to 10 men. Braintree 2, York City 3. What a comeback from York City. Second half goals from Alex Hunt, Joe Gray and an unknown winner in the 93rd minute. What a comeback for Stuart Maynard's York City men. 3 wins on the bounce for him. Carlisle United 2, Aldershot 0 here. Forest Green 0, Scunthorpe 1. But they're into 7 added minutes there. And there they go. Forest Green have done it. They always do it. They've equalised in added time. That's what the class sides do. They may yet have time to get a winner. Let's see. Hartlepool 0, Brackley 0. Solihull Moors 4, Morecambe 4. A brace again for Jacob Wakelin for Solihull Moors. And a brace for Musque for Morecambe. Those 2 goals in 2 minutes. But Aziz earning them, it looks as if it is indeed a point. Their first point since the opening day of the season. Southend and Boston, that was 0-0 for so long. There were then 2 goals in the final 8 minutes. And that one has ended 1-1. Sutton 2, Tamworth 3, Truro 0, Rochdale 1, and Wealdstone 2, Gateshead 2 is still playing. I think they're into double figures added time there. But Adom with a couple of goals for Gateshead in that one. These aren't final scores, but it looks as though Aldershot Town will just drop a place from where they began today to 15th place. And a couple of messages I had in. Tony Matthews says, well done Rob, a good single-handed commentary. We did as well as we could against a strong team. Mike Brown says, great solo commentary Rob. Marcus, man of the match. And do you know what, well done Aldershot, a really good team effort. I'm really impressed with them all today. Kind words that Mike after defeat. Tough day at the office, says Lindsay Morris. Thank you Rob for your hard work against that home crowd. Yeah, I'm sat in the main stand with about probably the best part of 3,500-4,000 of the home faithful, and all I can say is they've been as partisan as you would expect them to be, and if you were Carlisle you'd want them to be. I think the regular listeners will know I try and remain calm and unbalanced with how I call things, so and I think the referee did that today. I think he did it really well. He had a decent game, no complaints with him at all, but it's been an enjoyable game to bring you. Not the result that we wanted, Shots fans, but we wish you well for the rest of the weekend. I'm going to switch off now. There will be some post-match with the Aldershot management team to come. Look out for that on the BBC Surrey Sport Twitter feed throughout the afternoon or evening, and I'll speak to you again from the next game. And I'm drawing a blank at the minute. I don't think it's on Tuesday. I think it's next Saturday at home to Hartlepool if I remember right, but don't shoot me if I'm wrong. And we'll speak to you again then, hopefully with Steve Gibbs alongside me. Safe journey home to the Shots faithful. And we'll speak to you all again in a week's time. Final score here at Brunton Park, Carlisle United 2, Aldershot Town 0.